Hey everybody, it's Connor and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to touch upon mental health and tying that into a vegan diet. So I know you're all wondering like, oh my gosh, Connor, really? Veganism cannot be tied into everything. But it is, okay, or it can be, should I say. So I'm sure if you all have been watching the news or if you've been on some sort of social media recently, today is April 17th. So as of yesterday, there was a man on Facebook who live streamed murdering someone, and there's been all this speculation about the state of his mental health. For those of you who have followed me for a while, those of you who've watched a few of my videos before, know how strongly I feel, and especially if you follow me on social media, about Black people and their mental health. I'm a huge believer that we have generational PTSD. We come from a people who were brought here that didn't know the language, that didn't know why they were being brought here, and they had no time and no space to heal from that. You know, they were released from bondage in one way and then put into bondage another way, and it's flip-flop like that for generations, but we've never had the space to process that. So having such issues doesn't really exist for us. So while we're talking about mental issues, I wanted to touch upon things that you can do in your diet to help alleviate certain things, especially depression and anxiety. What a lot of people don't know is that the vitamins that really help support your nervous system, and your nervous system helps control your brain, which helps control your emotions. You know, you hear about clinical depression, and that's not just, you know, emotions. That's your neurotransmitters not functioning properly, and that can happen from a lack of certain nutrients, of certain vitamins and minerals and things like that. What's interesting enough about nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and how important that they are is that people don't really know what they do. Okay, we know vitamin C, like for colds and such, but vitamin C also helps your nervous system when combined with vitamin D and vitamin B complex. Even to the point of the founders of Alcoholics Anonymous, Bill Wilson and Dr. Robert Smith, also known as Dr. Bob, in 1935 founded Alcoholics Anonymous in Akron, Ohio. I'm in Cleveland right now, actually. And what both of them found out is that for themselves, because they were both, you know, severe alcoholics, and, you know, they say severe, back then they had levels and whatnot, but it was to the point where you couldn't wake up and function without drinking first. That is severe alcoholism. And they found that once they incorporated more B vitamins, especially B1, thiamine, and studies have shown that when you consume alcohol, B1 is depleted. All of your B vitamins are depleted, but B1, thiamine, is depleted first. B1, thiamine, once it's depleted to a certain level, can cause a form of almost, not brain cancer, but can cause a brain disease, a certain brain disease. You can live with it, but it is pretty devastating to the person who has it. Some great sources of B vitamins in the vegan diet. A whole food plant-based supplement. You know, I'm always giving a shout out to Alicia Silverstone and her My Kind supplements. You can always Google it, look up what's in it, and it's always a whole food plant-based source, and it's organic. So make sure you find something like that. Nuts, seeds, legumes, oats, fortified foods. Even though there's tons of people out there who hate fortified foods, they're out there, they're good for you. I mean, it's like Dr. McDougall said, he's not big on supplements, but I like his take on it that a lot of other vegan doctors take as well. But Dr. McDougall, because I follow him a lot with my own diet, at best, supplements can be treated as medications, okay? preventative medications, treatment medications, right? So fortified foods, basically that's what you're doing. It's putting a treatment inside the food to make it easier for the person to take. And then there's peas and yeast, like nutritional yeast. Great sources of B vitamins, great for your nervous system. Vitamin D, oranges, tofu, mushrooms that have had contact with UV rays, algae, spirulina, chlorella, things of that nature. These things are really high in vitamin D and also really helpful to your nervous system. Vitamin C, of course, oranges, kale, broccoli, fortified foods such as fortified orange juice. There is orange juice that comes in concentrated form that is fortified with more vitamin C. Just to give more bang for your buck, and also for preservation, mostly preservation, but you get more bang for your buck out of the vitamin C, especially if you eat more of it. Sorry, I can't talk today. But that's pretty much it. And it's so easy to eat these things and incorporate these things into your diet, and they benefit you in such a huge way, especially with vitamin D. Science really hasn't proven how it lessens the side effects of neurological disorders such as anxiety or depression, but findings have shown that it may be improving the health of the neurotransmitters. Those can shrink and shrivel up, and when something shrinks and shrivels up, it's not working, and we don't know why it shrinks or shrivels. It may be stress, it may be genetics, it may be both, and if you got both, you know, that kind of sucks. So you got to find something that will support the functioning of your brain. But I'm doing this video, you know, not just for my people, but for everybody at this point, but especially for my people, for men, black men who feel like they can't show emotions, who feel like they can't reach out to people and say, hey, I'm having a bad day, or hey, I feel like I have symptoms of depression or anxiety and I really need help because I don't know what to do. First of all, get help. If you need therapy, that's fine. Therapy is nothing to be ashamed of. We've been so strong as a people in this country for so long. I mean, we deserve to be able to say, hey, I've got an issue and I need help. And also to enrich your diet with more foods that'll help, more raw foods. Oh my goodness, the most clarity I've had in my mind is from eating raw. Okay, even being high raw, the more raw I eat on a more consistent basis, the clearer my mind gets, and it's so incredible. It's even to a point where I wake up and it feels like my brain is on fire. Like I can concentrate. I know what I'm doing. I get so much done. My emotions are regulated. I'm just going with the flow of life, and I'm good. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? But that's it. So I'll write in the description box down below all the foods that I talked about on here, and I'll probably throw in some links for some supplements as well. And of course, you guys know what this channel is about. It's about reducing the ego, you and I, and increasing the eco, which is everything, everybody, you and me, nature, the planet, animals, all that jazz, which is what veganism does. Alright, you guys, I've missed you guys so much. I've missed doing videos. I know I keep saying I'll promise I'll do more and more on a consistent basis, and I feel like now I'm ready to keep myself accountable to actually do so. Alright, you guys, love and balance. Bye.